my name is Darcy, and I'm going to do an informative sleep on the negative effects that consistent lack of sleep has on your body. As an adult, we need an average of at least 7 hours a night of uninterrupted sleep. Again, as an adult, that is much easier said than done. How many of us here have said, I'll sleep when I'm dead, this has to be done right now? There's this to-do list that just never gets done, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. You need to make time for you to get sleep, or your to-do list will be done entirely a lot sooner than you planned. Attention and retention is affected significantly by lack of sleep. You won't be able to pay attention to even a subject you love, something about your favorite football player or egg rolls. You just won't be able to pay attention because you're so tired. Remembering, you won't be able to remember as easy with lack of sleep. You may forget your mother's birthday, your father's birthday, your brother's birthday, your sister's birthday, things that you've grown up with, that you know, that are ingrained in your brain, are harder to remember off severe lack of sleep. We have to take time to charge our brains, similarly to how we charge our electronic devices, phones, tablets, computers, watches, whatever. We have a specific time where we generally like to plug these devices in uninterrupted so they're ready for the next day. Our brains need the same thing. We need to be charged and ready for the next day. Uninterrupted, charged. Again, I know that's a lot easier said than done. Lack of sleep not only affects your brain, it affects your mental health, anxiety, and depression. If you are already an anxiety sufferer, you can most certainly plan for your anxiety to be worsened, seemingly for no reason, because you're just tired and your brain can't keep up. Depression, again, if you're already a depression sufferer, it will make your depression worse. If you're not a depression sufferer, if you're not an anxiety sufferer, you most certainly will be off consistent lack of sleep. You may be worried about nothing for no reason. You're just uncomfortable in the moment in your own skin because you're exhausted. You have suffered from severe and consistent lack of sleep. You may be sad for no reason. You may be over sad because your goldfish died. You know that these things only last a few days when we bring them home from the carnival. You may be extremely upset about a flat tire. Life happens. Tires get flattened. We just buy a new one, right? Loss of sex drive. This is another fun fact. We all know as adults, aging, getting older, we have a hard time keeping up with our sex drive, period. Well, add lack of sleep in there and it's going to be extremely distasteful and you may be disgusted by it just because you're so exhausted. Sleep and your heart. Your heart is extremely affected by sleep and or lack of sleep as well. With severe and consistent lack of sleep, your heart can develop arrhythmias. Arrhythmias are just abnormal sounds to your heart that may or may not be threatening. It may or may not need care. It could just be a sound. It could be a sound that needs treatment. Circulation. If you already have circulation issues, lack of sleep will most certainly make them worse. You can be cold all the time, got the thermostat on 80 and you're still freezing, wrapped in a blanket. Poor circulation because your heart can't keep up, because your body's just tired, because you haven't slept. Your immune system is also extremely affected by severe lack of sleep. The common cold will turn into what we'll all get to see what it's like to have a man cold when we have the common cold. The killer cold, gotta go to sleep, super bad cough, runny nose, can't function, just need to sleep. If you would have slept the week prior, the common cold would have just been cough and sneeze and you would have been able to go about your daily life. So in conclusion, severe lack of sleep is detrimental to our health, mind, body, soul, spirit, all the above. Things as little as your dog snails clicking on the floor that you've lived with every day of your life could scare you. Your goldfish dying could just be the end of the world for you. A little cough and cold you picked up from the gas station pump is going to turn into a man cold and you're not going to get out of bed for a week. Sleep is very important. As an adult, at least 7 hours of sleep a night uninterrupted, or you will start to suffer some of the ailments that I have expressed today. Thank you.